Big Tractor Power is out in a northeast Iowa field with a Minneapolis-Moline A4T-1600 four-wheel drive tractor. This machine was produced from 1970 through 1972 and has a horsepower rating of 169 engine horsepower and 143 PTO horsepower. We'll spend time out in the field so that you can see and hear this machine at work. We'll climb up in the cab to get the operator's perspective. We'll also talk about Oliver and Plainsman variations of this tractor that was produced by White Farm Equipment, as well as talk about its specifications at the end of the video. So I hope that you'll enjoy seeing, hearing, and learning about the Minneapolis-Moline A4T 1600 four-wheel drive tractor. The Minneapolis-Moline A4T 1600 four-wheel drive tractor was the largest tractor offered by Minneapolis-Moline in the early 1970s. Minneapolis-Moline was a subsidiary of the White Farm Equipment division of White Motors. White Motors was the largest truck producer in the United States during the early 1970s. They manufactured the White Road Boss truck, White Freightliner trucks, Diamond Rio, Western Star, and several other brands of trucks. White Motors in the 1960s expanded its divisions, going into construction, purchasing Euclid, as well as into the farm equipment market, purchasing Minneapolis-Moline, Oliver, and Cockshut. In this next segment of the video, we'll take a look at some of those variations of the Minneapolis-Moline A4T 1600 tractor through the Oliver and the Cockshut divisions of White Farm Equipment. White Farm Equipment produced a few different variations of the A4T 1600 four-wheel drive tractor, and we'll take a look at some color options through the three different brands owned by White Farm Equipment and two different engine options that were available for these four-wheel drive tractors. The first paint variation is actually the standard color for the Minneapolis-Moline A4T 1600, and that is Sumac Red. The energy yellow model that we've been watching in the video so far is a very rare variation. Even though you think about Minneapolis-Moline tractors being painted in energy yellow, that was the color used for the row crop models. The majority of the four-wheel drive tractors offered by Minneapolis-Moline from 1969 through 1972 as the A4T 1400 and 1600 were painted in Sumac Red. The Sumac Red model that we see working here is an A4T 1900. It's a variation of the 1600 that never made it into production. This prototype model featured partial power shift, and it was displayed at the 2017 Half Century of Progress show in Rantoul, Illinois. Mike Verholst is one of the original engineers at Minneapolis-Moline involved with the development of the A4T four-wheel drive, and it was neat to see him out plowing with this tractor. Another variation of the Minneapolis-Moline A4T-1600 four-wheel drive is the Oliver 2655. These tractors have the same specifications. The only difference is the paint color. There were two engine options available for the A4T-1600 and 2655 four-wheel drive tractors. That included a 585 cubic inch diesel Minneapolis-Moline engine and a 504 cubic inch LP Minneapolis-Moline engine. LP models were easily identifiable by the round tank that was mounted on the rear articulation between the fenders and just above the hitch, as we see here with this Oliver 2655 LP driving by with a plow. Here we have a pretty rare four-wheel drive tractor. It is a White Plainsman A4T 1600 four-wheel drive. The White Plainsman was the first tractor from White Motors to actually be badged a white. The Plainsman was offered in the early 1970s. It was produced by Minneapolis-Moline and has a big Mini-Mo engine block inside. It was sold in the Canadian market through cockshut dealers. If we look under the cab here, we can see the tractor's serial plate, and you can see it says MM on it. This tractor is similar to the Minneapolis-Moline A4T 1600 and the Oliver 2655. This one is unique because it is a heritage edition. In 1971, White Farm Equipment wanted to celebrate 125 years of its combined brands in the agriculture industry, and a variety of Oliver, Minneapolis-Moline, and cockshut tractors received heritage graphics in red, white, and blue to celebrate farmers in North America. Here we can see 5 stars on the back with the white and blue pinstripes. Now that we've talked about the variations of the A4T 1600, let's talk about its specifications. The Minneapolis-Moline A4T 1600 is rated at 169 engine horsepower and 143 PTO horsepower. There are 2 different engines available for this tractor. The first power plant is a Minneapolis-Moline 585 cubic inch 9.6 liter diesel engine. The second engine is a Minneapolis-Moline 504 cubic inch 8.5 liter LP engine. The tractor's transmission is a Minneapolis-Moline gear drive with 10 forward and 2 reverse speeds. The fuel tank will hold 100 gallons of diesel. The factory weight of the tractor and the field weight is 19,850 pounds. There was not a weight package provided for this tractor. It was produced from 1970 through 1972 by White Farm Equipment at its tractor factory in Hopkins, Minnesota, best known for producing Minneapolis-Moline farm equipment. The original price tag of the diesel engine model was $16,630. The original sales price of the LP model was $15,630. The tractor was tested at the University of Nebraska under test number 1070 to certify all of its specifications. I hope that you've enjoyed spending time out in the field and up in the cab of this classic energy yellow Minneapolis-Moline A4T 1600 four-wheel drive tractor, as well as learning about its history, variations, and specifications. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, consider subscribing to Big Tractor Power YouTube, where there are over 1,000 videos of farm machinery in action. If you have any questions or thoughts about this video, please leave them in the comment section below as I try to respond to every post that is made. If you would like to get a preview of what is currently being filmed for Big Tractor Power YouTube, check out Big Tractor Power Instagram, where I share pictures and short video clips of what is currently being filmed in the field. As always, thank you for watching.